One of the things that golfers that have done that here is they talk about how much should we turn our shoulders and how much should you turn your hips on the way back and how much should your head move and how much should your weight move, and all these numbers are thrown out there, 50-50 setting up, 60-40, 60% of the weight here and 40% here. And then we get into the hips and the shoulders and all the dynamics of how much do the shoulders turn, what percentage of the shoulders turn, how many degrees versus how much is the hips. Jim McClain, the X factor, the separation between the hips and the shoulders. What about for you? What about for you, the golfer here that's not a tour pro? The golfer that can't get down and get on their knees just like that and then sit back and lay back and do different exercises that the tour pros are doing. Because that's just showing you strength and flexibility and coordination to be able to do that. And the tour pros, many of you could probably do it better than I can. Can you do that? Well, if you can't go and move like that, you're not going to get the same stats as far as how much hip turn and shoulder turn that a tour pro has. And so if you continue to listen to those stats and try to do it, you're actually going to mess yourselves up, because if you're a golfer that can't get down on the ground like that, and I'm not putting you down, trust me, I just want to show you the comparison. If you couldn't do that, how are you going to go and get a separation where you're swinging back and you're getting a separation between your hips and shoulders and getting the weight balanced here? If you don't have that flexibility and strength in these different areas and in the legs to do what I just did on getting the ground, you're not going to get this perfect. The percentage between how much your hips go back and how much your shoulders go back is dependent on you, not on the golf video article that you read based on Sergio Garcia's swing, who I guarantee can go down like that and even probably turn into a pretzel from down there. What is yours? Well, the only way to find out is to do different drills to find what your capabilities and limits are. Just going out and hitting golf balls, you're not going to find that out, because now you're thinking about how much my hips are turning, how much my shoulders are turning, what's my head doing, and you're trying to hit a damn ball. And the more you think about all these different things, turning, shifting, angles, blah, 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 the worse you hit it. And the worse you hit it, the more you think, oh, I got to work on my shoulder turn, hip turn, this, that. And the more you work on that, the worse you hit it. So a lot of times in the game of golf, you can get away from the hitting of the balls to start understanding what your body is capable of doing. Once you understand what your body is capable of doing, well, then you can go out and hit the golf ball. But if you're trying to do everything that you're told to do on videos on YouTube or the Golf Digest, you're not going to be able to do it, and you're just going to create compensations that's going to make your swing even worse. What can you do? Well, this is simple. I just have a metal rod on my belt buckle, on my belt loops, and here, and I'm just going to see where I can go comfortable. You could do the same thing. I got a ball there just as a reference point, but this is simple. You can do at home to find what you can do while staying balanced. Meaning, so I'm set up here. Now, how much can I go back? Leaning forward. How much can I go back? Well, for me, Mark Solomon, all I can do is right about there. It's comfortable. I'm in balance. I go any more back, I'm going to lose this control here. So I'm just back like this. Now, how much did my hips turn? How much did my shoulders turn? Well, that's what I'm feeling. I'm going, how much can they go back? And what parts of my body are helping them go back? I go, oh, I can feel my left knee kick in a little bit. That's helping me go back. What else is helping me go back? The outside of my right leg's getting tight right here. So it's saying, okay, Mark, don't try to go back too much because you're going to lose balance. And now from here, you're going to do this or this. Look at my hips are all messed up because I tried to turn my shoulders too much. So if I try to turn my shoulders too much, what's it doing to my whole hips? It's raising all this up. Cause, effect. So for you, get set up, get your practice station. You could do this in your backyard, in your garage. You can do it in the house. You're not swinging anything, but you're absolutely learning to feel your body so that when you do go swing, it's going to be more second nature and you can worry about hitting to your target instead of all the mechanics you're trying to work on while hitting it towards your target. So just get set up. What can you do on the way back? Ah, that's good. What do I see? Okay, that's turning a little. That's good. Now, if you can't turn that much, you're a little bit tight in the hips and in the hamstrings, and back is barking a little bit, and all you can do is this. Don't worry about it. That's what you got. Don't try to do this, because if you try to do this, what are you going to do? You're going to either lift up, and what's that doing to my right knee and my left knee? What's that doing to my right hip? It's lifting it up. Now I'm up like this. If I try to go more than I can, I'm going to go like this, and now my weight's too much out here, and I could come anyway into the ball. I'm not going to do well. If I try to turn my shoulders too much, what else happens do we see with golfers? Well, they try to turn so much, they go like this. Okay, oh man, look, I got a 90-degree turn, but where am I? That's not going to be, trust me, that's not going to be good either way. So by trying to do all the tips that you do here, it is messing up your golf swing. It's giving me a living, so thank you everybody for messing everybody up so you eventually come to GMS. However, we at GMS want to see you get better. So what we want to do is help you to train to find what your swing is, not what the gurus say it is and what Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth and Rory and the best lady golfers, what they're doing. No, what you can do. You have to find it. And this is how you can do it without hitting golf balls, especially during the winter time. It's a beautiful day here in Indian Wells, California at our Indian Wells Golf Resort, our location here in Southern California. Thank you, Joe Williams and your team, for allowing us to film here, but also do our classes here. Thank you, Troon Golf. And thank you for listening to us each week. God bless. Have a great 2020.